You have to protect that mind. When we have a garden, we got to put a hedge around the garden. Why? Because animals could get in. They could destroy the garden. They could eat everything that you worked hard for, right? To till that ground, to plant the seeds, to dig up holes. And then you have to bury it all and water it every day. Like, you got to take time, energy, and effort into doing that. Well, you got to do the same thing with your mind. Your mind is just as powerful. It's a really interesting, I want to say, similarity. When you are a hoarder or you clutter, right? Because I cluttered a lot, and probably because of my bad childhood. And basically, I would think that, I guess, I needed it at some time, and I just wanted to have everything at hand if I needed something, because I had 7 foster kids. I just always had kids around me when my daughter was growing up too, because I always prayed and said, God, if anybody needs love, just put them in my path, because I'll love them with your love. So I always had tons of kids, and it was fun. And I wasn't perfect by any means, just saying, it's hard to raise kids, that's for sure. It takes a village to raise a child. However, I did the best I could with what I had. I guess just want so much more stuff just in case if I had extra kids, or I didn't want to have anybody miss out. However, I became a clutterer. I just started to clutter too much, and it wasn't good. So I had to realize that I need to clean out my life. You don't realize your mind can be the same way. You got to clean out your mind too. So I think the more that I cleared out my mind, the more I wanted to clear out my stuff. So I hired a woman who's helping me declutter and clean out. Now, I'm going to tell you, this takes a process. Progress is a process. You have to declutter the mind first to know that you're worthy, that you're enough, that you have value. If you don't see value in yourself, how can you add value to yourself? It's one of John Maxwell's favorite quotes. I love that, and good management of bad experiences leads to great growth. Another John Maxwell quote. You have to take the bad things and shift them, shift your perception. I want to say not your identity, but kind of. You almost have to let go of your old identity, of your old belief system of scarcity and fear, and take on a new one of what you want to be, right? I wanted to be free of all that weight and damage and pain that I was carrying. You could carry it a long time. That's when we live in a victim state, and it's just unhealthy, So me decluttering my salon, I have these 2 big rooms. I'm decluttering everything, and it's so freeing. There's something to say, the weight that comes off of you. And the same thing goes with your mind. There's something to say about clearing out the mind of all the negativity, of all the fear, of all the worry, of all the anxiety and stress. The truth is, those emotions don't do anything for you. The only time you need to really have that emotion is if something seriously is going on and a lion is chasing you, or a ferocious dog is chasing you. But otherwise, we live in that fiercity and that scarcity almost every day. Like inside our heart is like shaking, and we can't think straight sometimes. You don't even know your identity. We're so lost walking around unaware. And awareness is the first step to start seeing things differently. I love Wayne Dyer's quote, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. For instance, even being abused by my uncle, I realized hurt people hurt people. Now that helped me to realize he didn't do it intentionally. He was hurt and harmed by my grandpa. And that's the way it goes. So just remember, stay focused, declutter your house and declutter your mind more than anything. Declutter your mind first, then declutter your house. Have a great day.